So welcome to part 2 of my new Brighton Lighthouse, and this is where we got up to. So now I'm going to paint the water. And what I'm thinking about here, and the problem solving if you like, is how am I going to keep some of the nice white sparkly bits that you see in the ocean. So I've decided to actually paint wet on dry. So you'll see as I work along here that I'm just thinking about what the shapes of the waves would be doing and leaving some nice white areas, and I'm using the same colours that I've used in the picture for coherence. I'm not introducing any new colours, but I am going to use them in a more bold and stronger way, so I have mixed my paints thicker because I do want this front area to be a little bit darker. Now I've speeded this up so you can see how I'm working across here, just using the same colours. And then I decided that probably some cling film applied to this would create some nice patterns. It just gives you somewhere to start, like a foundation. Now the problem with single-use plastic, so this at least is compostable. But I'm trying to find an alternative, and then I take it off before it dries completely, so the lines are not really crisp, but it looked a little bit pale. So this is a tip that I learned just by using a palette knife, and this is a beautiful colour called Lunar Blue by Daniel Smith. It looks brown when I'm putting it on, but actually it looks black when you first apply it, but as it dries it separates, and then you spray it with a spray bottle. And you'll see that a lovely blue, almost like an electric blue, will start to appear. And you see that blue there just in the corner? And lovely things start to happen. That's the beauty of watercolour. Just let it do its thing. So you can see when it's dried, what with the cling film and the palette knife and leaving little bits of white paper, you get a nice texture. The next problem was that the wave crossing over the front of the lighthouse wasn't standing out enough. And to stop that, I decided to make this shadow on the left-hand side of the lighthouse darker so that the wave in the front would stand out more. So I've wet a patch, a bigger area than what I'm working on, and I'm just carefully making that shadow area a little bit darker. Now there's a funny little line at the bottom of that shape, and to stop that you need to actually bring that colour into the whole of the shape. So you can see I'm bringing it up into that shape like that. And there you have it so far. I've started to paint the tower, and then I like to put a mount round just to see whereabouts it should be and how it's looking without the tatty edges. Now can you see I've got a problem here with 2 brown marks in the sky that I can't get rid of? Well, hey presto, they are now birds. You can always cover up something, but to be honest, they're a bit too dominant. So this is a little tip. With a good quality pastel, just put it on your finger first and then just gently go over the top like that. And I'll do this other bird as well. You wouldn't be able to do this on everything because if your sky was really dark that wouldn't work, but my sky is light enough for that to work okay, and that's definitely toned them down, so I'm happy with that. And then how to make it look more lively, the whole picture? Well, always a little bit of splashing is always great to make it make it look quite lively and energetic. And the bigger the brush, the bigger the dot. And then if you use a toothbrush, you get a very nice fine spray as well. So if you like the way I paint, I do an online course, and I will put the link in the description below. But there you have it, New Brighton Lighthouse, in a storm. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.